How to replace and ventilate the diesel filter by Ford Fiesta 1.4 T.D.C.I. Hello. Today I will show you how to replace the diesel filter with the Ford 1.4 T.D.C.I and to bleed the fuel system. What tools we need I show you now. We need safety gloves against cutting injuries, then a standard bit set with small ratchet, which we need for ventilation, I show you still in this video. We're starting to work. First we remove the negative pole on the starter battery. Attention! The memory and the radio code are deleted. Now remove the signal cable from the air mass meter. And now we remove the two screws from the turbocharger hose. Then we pull off the lower air hose and place it on the side. Now we remove the air hose from the turbocharger. Attention! There is a sealing ring on the hose. Please do not damage. Then remove the two screws from the air filter box. And now we remove the sensor cable on the air filter box. Now we remove the housing ventilation and lift out the air filter box. We must now disconnect the cable from the central electronics. We are now opening the fuel system. Attention! Please do not smoke, and no open fire. Risk of fire. We then remove the protective sheet from the dester filter. Next we remove the fuel inlet and outlet hose. And now we open the two screws from the diesel filter. We lift the filter up and remove the sensor cable at the bottom of the filter. Now we insert the new diesel filter, and screw it again with the 2 screws. Please note the correct torques of the manufacturer. We then connect the sensor from the filter gain. Next we close the central electronics again. We are now starting to vent the diesel system. For this we need fresh diesel from the canister in a syringe with injection needle. The needle should have the largest diameter. I now fill both chambers with diesel fuel until the dester is full. To work as cleanly as possible, I put the cloth under the diesel filter. Now I again connect both fuel hoses to the diesel filter. As we can see, there is a lot of air in the fuel hose, which we now need to remove with the venting. For this we take the fuel line from the fuel tank which leads to the diesel filter leads into the hand, and put the line into the canister filled with fresh diesel, so that the line can draw the fuel. The Ford 1.4 T.D.C.I. Durate torque engine has as standard a venting pump, which we now have to press at least 10 times. As we can see, the air bubbles become less and less as a result of the venting process. It is normal, if you can still see small air bubbles, because the complete vent is run later. We now pull the hose out of the canister and reconnect it with the hose from the fuel tank. And now we are reassembling the bumper from the fuel filter. Now we push the middle air hose back down, and connect it to the front hose. Then we reconnect the air mass meter again. Now we reassemble the air filter box and screw it back. And now we screw the hose back to the turbocharger again. Please observe the correct torques of the manufacturer. Now we connect again the sensor cable from the air filter box. Then we reconnect the air filter housing ventilation. Now we are closing the starter battery again. Finally, we start with the complete ventilation. For this, we must press the venting pump until the line is absolutely free of air bubbles. We are finished with the repair and can finally start the engine. I hope I helped you, and I wish you a lot of fun at work. Disclaimer: I give no guarantee for the correctness and completeness of the works shown. Please ask a professional mechanic with license before attempting to repair them alone. Please always observe the legal safety instructions in order to avoid injury. Many thanks. Goodbye.